What if archaeologists discovered a machine so advanced? It looked like it came from the future? Not from the Middle Ages, not from the Renaissance, but from over 2,000 years ago. A device with gears, calculations, and moving parts, built at a time when most people still believed the gods controlled the sky. And for decades, nobody understood what it was. In 1900, sponge divers exploring the sea near a small Greek island called Antikythera discovered an ancient shipwreck. Inside were statues, coins, and treasures from the Roman world. But among the artifacts was something strange, a corroded lump of bronze. At first, it looked like junk, broken metal, nothing special, until one archaeologist noticed something impossible: tiny gears, perfectly cut teeth, like the inside of a clock. Except mechanical clocks wouldn't exist for another 1,500 years. The object became known as the Antikythera Mechanism, and it would slowly become one of the strangest discoveries in history. When scientists finally examined it using X-rays decades later, they realized something shocking. This wasn't decoration. It was a machine. Inside were dozens of bronze gears working together. When turned by hand, the device could predict the movement of the sun and moon, lunar phases, solar and lunar eclipses, even astronomical cycles years in advance. In simple terms, it was an ancient astronomical calculator. Some scientists now call it the world's first analog computer. And that raised a terrifying question. If people could build this over 2,000 years ago, what else did ancient civilizations know that we lost? Here's where things get strange. Nothing like it exists from that time period. No earlier versions, no later copies. It appears in history, fully advanced, then disappears. The level of engineering is so precise that similar gear systems didn't appear again in Europe until the 1700s. Some researchers believe it may have been inspired by lost inventions from Greek scientists like Archimedes. Others think it was a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, a machine built by a genius whose knowledge vanished after his death. And remember, this device spent centuries at the bottom of the ocean. We may never know how many others were lost. Before this discovery, historians believed ancient technology was far simpler. The Antikythera Mechanism changed that. It proved that ancient engineers understood complex mathematics, precise mechanics, and long-term astronomical prediction. In other words, they were far more advanced than we imagined. And even today, parts of the mechanism still aren't fully understood. Some inscriptions were only decoded recently using modern imaging technology, meaning the machine is still revealing secrets after 2,000 years. And here's the unsettling part. History isn't always a straight line forward. Sometimes knowledge appears, and then disappears. Wars happen, empires collapse, libraries burn, and discoveries are forgotten. The Antikythera Mechanism is proof that humanity may have reached technological peaks and lost them. So the real mystery isn't just who built it. It's how much knowledge has already been lost forever. So here's the question. If a machine this advanced existed 2,000 years ago, what else might still be buried, waiting to be found? And if we discovered it today, would we even recognize it?